Anyway, Lyra, or not Lyra, actually everybody. Alright, I freed everybody from the corner. You're all free. You got your
Yay!
pinks back.
I
Don't
love
waste it.
I love pinks.
Happy.
Uh, well, we fought one super boss. What do you say we have a two-parter?
Oh yeah.
Because there's nothing there. I believe there are two. I don't know if they're super boss. I think the Smoky Prog's the one who's difficult enough to count as a super boss. But there are two optional bosses. I believe they appear here. One on even days, the other on odd days.
Oh. That's a neat idea.
Yeah, and I believe. Yep, there's this man. I believe there's nothing else to do here but beat them. So, this video on YouTube is probably just gonna be this. I'm probably going to like do this, end the day once we beat it, and then do the other one, and then put those both into one YouTube video.
Powerful.
Oh God, no. There we go. Hello, sir. So this sir is interesting.
What the fuck am I looking at, Lyra?
So, sir. You're looking at a sir.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Let's let him whack once just so we see what he does. Easy. So the funny thing about this one, you notice he slammed down. Oh, that man. Maybe I should just let him punch things. I didn't notice he turned into the flowers.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can also understand when you mentioned something about this being less difficult and not maybe being able to count as a super boss.
This one's just an enemy. That was definitely intentional, not me accidentally pressing the button exactly 5 extra times.
Of course.
Murder. Yeah, something, this guy can't even murder your Pikmin.
So what is it?
It's a rock, dude, that slams your Pikmin and turns them into flowers.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Slurp. Now it has been slurped, so what are you gonna do, Tails?
Continue to not like it.
Well, now it's gone. Tails is gone, it can't hurt you.
Rock body creature from Pikmin 1 getting slurped isn't real and can't hurt you. And then Lyra shows up behind the therapist playing the video.
15 Pikmin. Well, that's enough for today. That's the wrong button. Let's go to sunset. Happy submits there about 15 Pikmin worth of material.
It's interesting to measure stuff in units of Pikmin, but it does make sense.
Well, days since impact. It's very strange. Seeing this planet, which I once found hostile, now sometimes strikes me as surprisingly serene. Perhaps the Pikmin above my heart to the beauty of this world. I've even started to think there were some parts I don't need. A daydream. There's the day. Also, we do have 7 spare days. Compared to, how many we need versus how many there are. Although we do want at least 2 days at the end.
Oh, why is that?
The last area is going to take at least a full day to get through, and the boss is probably going to take a full separate day.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
That makes sense.
If I remember correctly, on odd number days or something else here. Oh! So it wasn't back to your tails. Follow us all the way home.
Do you want it to follow us all the way home?
Honestly, it'd be convenient if I did it at home, because then I wouldn't have to try and fit a bunch of Pikmin up the stupid path that's definitely made to fit somewhere between 10 and 25 Pikmin up, not 50 plus.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This place was definitely designed with day one in mind, and didn't really have much thought put into coming here future days. No, not that. Anything but that. Okay. For the record, they hate those. The Pikmin hate those things. And
the what? The cockroaches?
yeah, and they will beat them up. Alright, if I remember correctly, this thing counts as water, and will in fact, oh, that's interesting.
What's up?
The Pikmin all want to hit the little metal-looking orb, but the little tan one is the one that actually gets hurt. So you actually have to work on your aim and actually, like, hit it.
Okay. That's a neat feature.
Yeah.
You actually have to get good for this one.
Yeah.
Just like with the other one where you can't just swarm. I like that.
Yeah. Man, they just go flying, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just use pellets.
I'm sorry to say, you've lost at least a couple of these dudes, like the good old-fashioned Team Rocket blasting off again. At least a few of the Pikmin went flying off into that little star and were never seen again.
Funny enough, in fighting these clam things, the first time hitting them is always the hardest.
Oh?
Because any other time, you can start throwing Pikmin at them while they're opening, but when they first start fighting them, they're already open. Oh, I just realized. Oh, I just realized the clam doesn't actually die. That was not what I realized initially. So one thing I was curious about is Pikmin 2 has multiplayer.
Oh.
And I was curious if the Switch release of it had online multiplayer, which requires somebody else with Pikmin 2 on the Switch to test, or looking it up, I guess. But that's not always reliable.
I feel like this is a question for Mama.
Maybe. But I also actually, the reason I was like, oh, I just realized my mom has Pikmin 1 and 2 on the Switch.
Time to test. Also, Happy says the oyster is sneezing. I don't know if I like that idea.
Alright, after today, we won't have to plant a single Pikmin.
I feel like you said that before. Granted, between then and now there was a super boss, but...
Honestly, the time I said it before was also probably true. But now we're really not going to have to plant any more Pikmin. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and I'm going to want to do these furthest to closest. Just conveniently 3 of my tails.
Woo! God, I always forget about the giant bottle caps. Is that what it's called fandom-wise? Like, are they bottle caps? What are these things? The red, yellow, and blue ones?
Pellets.
They're what?
Pellets.
Huh. I'm probably gonna keep calling them bottle caps, because that's what they look like to me. But I just keep forgetting that they're just chilling out here in the beginning area.
Yeah. Isn't it great?
Man, there is just something visually appealing about just watching the Pikmin run around.
Isn't it
I can
great?
just stare at these little dudes running around. Oh god. I remember seeing a post of like... So, like, have you heard of basically nature streaming? And it's just people on Twitch who've set up stuff like cameras in nature or stuff and just watching the random wildlife that goes by. And it's all nature sounds and stuff, and a ton of people will get there to either relax or sometimes have it in the background while they study or fall asleep.
I don't think I have.
Well, okay, so that's a thing that exists. And I remember reading a comment where it's like, something, I wish Nintendo would do this with their stuff in the style of the 24-hour Pokemon stream. Oh, it wasn't crazy. You did lose a little dude at some point over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like someone was like, dude, they already have they've already got to still have like that footage from when they were doing the reveal of Galarian Ponyta. Just stick that on a channel on loop. Hear random noises and see little Pokemon running around. They're like, I would hang out in that forever. And I was like, God, yeah, that really would work. I would pop in on there every once in a while.
Beautiful. What a coincidence. I was just talking about this. Also, he does this a lot more in the second game. Like, there's a whole, like, menu to look at what he has to say about the enemies in the next game, but it's just an occasional thing here. Iridescent Flint Beetle. This creature's hypnotic reflective body is quite hard, giving you good defense against the Pikmin's attacks. Why then do the Pikmin chase it in such a frenzy? I don't undergo any change if I hit it directly with Pikmin. It drops random stuff. Like, completely random. Plus 150. Sometimes it'll drop pellets, sometimes it'll drop nectar. That's really the only things it drops, I think.